length from Imo State. And it was NDC that said that Peter Obi and the caucus leaders were the people that organized the primary in Southeast.
Look at this man, Kenneth Okonkwo. The way he's speaking evil against Peter Obi has made me to go to my archives, and I saw something in my archives.
I'm looking for any obedience for us to bet if we get up to what he got the last time.
But, I mean,
we thought Buhari was going to be the worst president. TINUBU has turned out to be the worst.
How many corruption cases against Obi at the EFCC?
Yeah. No. Forget about that.
If Southeast will be understanding, how much more other geopolitical zone? So I can assure you that nobody is afraid of Peter Obi.
The governors and the ministers are deceiving TINUBU.
really?
And TINUBU knows. He knows. That is why he doesn't want the election. That is why he wants coronation.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Plan B TV News. See, hardly before you take Peter Obi out of the ways of any politicians that are working for APC, PDP, ADC, Labour Party, or anyone. We have made several videos about these people. When you ask them, sir, how is your family? Do you know Peter Obi cannot win 2027? No, that's not the question. I'm only asking you, how about your family? That's what I'm telling you now. Do you know my family? And I don't like Peter Obi. Now, I want you guys to watch this particular video when News Central were interviewing this particular man about their plan on how to win 2027 presidential election for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He deviates and started talking about Peter Obi will not win. And I want you guys to watch.
I told you severally.
There was several other positions.
2023 is different from what is happening now. Number one, NSAS contribute to what happened in 2023. Number two, religious contribute to what is happening, what happened in 2023. These are major things that happened in 2023 that made Obi to have such a number. Let me try it now. If Obi gets, I'm looking for any obedience for us to bet. If he get up to what he got the last time, then whatever we agree on, I will give it to him. He can't get it now.
Okay.
Because a lot of people
I'll come back to
are
you.
wise enough. He has lost more than 50 of his supporters.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he gave these people a task. Ensure that you distort, you destroy, and you scatter, drag the name of Peter Obi to the moon. That's their task. That's their goal. That's why if you call Danny Bola now, ask him, Danny Bola, what's your office with Bola Ahmed Tinubu? What are your plans for Nigerians? Do you know Peter Obi in year 2007? Peter Obi, they said, that's not the question. That's what I'm trying to tell you now. Now, I want you guys to watch David Umahi. David Umahi, in recent time, he make strong derogative words against Peter Obi. Peter Obi did not reply. Again, he said that he wants a debate with Peter Obi. Peter Obi did not reply. Now, on the same Arise TV News, they are interviewing him and asking him questions. I want you guys to also listen to what he's saying about Peter Obi. We'll be right back.
Well, Minister, if I may come in at this point, so sorry to interrupt you. Critics and analysts, and especially the opposition, are saying, well, if this is the case, then why does it seem that President Tinubu and the APC are scared of a man called Peter Obi? So scared to the point that they are following him from party to party as he moves. And I asked this specific question because, I mean, I've seen some of your statements when you were in the Southeast and some of the comments around debating Peter Obi and so forth. But all in all, it seems as though APC is scared of Peter Obi. What do you say to those who are putting this narrative forward?
Vimba, even me cannot be scared of Peter Obi, not to talk about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu or our party APC. What displays around Peter Obi is AI politics. You know, it's AI politics, you know. It is, you know, putting, you know, something on nothing. So nobody is scared about Peter Obi. I read where it was said that Peter Obi said, oh, TINUBU should resign because of this. And I asked myself, how many times did Peter Obi resign as governor of Anambra State? Failure to fix the road, you know, failure to establish industry, you know, failure to, you know, empower people, you know, failure to establish airport, failure to establish seaport, you know, failure to pay contractors. And I read where it was said that, oh, the education they said Peter Obi had exploited, you know, was through these miracle centers. And I was also told, you know, that when Obiano, the governor, came on board, Number one, he addressed the payment of contractors. And he said the money you put in the bank, was not money because you didn't pay contractors. And it was, money that is put with, particular interest, as it was alleged, And that Jam said to Obiano, if you don't close these miracle centers, we are going to, exclude you from the Jam by this thing. Is it governance? That is not governance, So when you deceive the people, when you say to the poor, oh, I'm at your level, and then they are deceived and they are clapping for you, it doesn't make you popular. So it's, I think, and look at the pattern of politics around my brother Peter Obi. You disagree with him, then he takes you to court. How many times have you been abusing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? How many has he taken to court? So it means that you don't even have the good temperament. Look at the obedient movement. You disagree. They insult people. They wish people dead, threats and all kinds of things. Is that the kind of this? So nobody is afraid of P2B. We demonstrate it. We just had an election in Enugu State, a senatorial by-election. How did P2B perform in that election? And that is showing that our people are beginning to be very strategic and very understanding. If Southeast will be understanding, how much more other geopolitical zone? So I can assure you that nobody is afraid of P2B.
Now, it's not just him. Now, I also want you guys to look at Labour Party. Peter Obi have left Labour Party almost a year now, if not more than. But I also want you guys to listen to what Labour Party is also saying about Peter Obi.
Obi is fraudulent. You have a right to your opinion. Can you show me how many corruption cases against Obi at the EFCC?
Yeah. No. Forget about that. He's the majority shareholder. That is a man who thinks he's wiser than every other person. Obi is only hiding behind his finger. Okay. So in his own area there, they can go and drink Europe beer and forget about their rights. So that is their problem. Even if they don't want to prosecute
so the question I want to ask is, can you show me how many EFCC cases? Because I mean, with all of this,
no, it's not the case.
No, with all of this, you should be able to go ahead and petition. So can you show me how many petitions or EFCC cases? They should have brought this man in and prosecute him if he's corrupt. I am not
from Anambra. I am only giving you an instance. With the fire. I said I know that any day you will hear President Bola Ahmed Tinubu say they brought an investment and I put it just the percentage in my own business as a governor. He won't rest. I know, I'm very sure he won't rest from your hand there. And Mumbai, Joy, and the rest, and it's not going to rest. I am telling you that, you see, there are ways we perceive corruption. But I don't want to take this thing, in a whole up like that. I think I'm disappointed in some section of this country that the governor will tell you he didn't build a school or hospital. He now helps you to keep the money in his own bank. Where is the majority shareholder? You are robbing Peter to pay Paul. So
every political party is sending their candidates to talk against one person, which is Peter Obi. Why is everybody talking against Peter Obi? Now, it's not just him. Let's go to ADC. I want you guys to listen to Kenneth Okonkwo. Kenneth Okonkwo now trying to victimize himself, trying to drag Peter Obi, that Peter Obi to sue him. Oh, Peter Obi is a bad person because he just said what Peter Obi already said. And this, I want you guys to listen to what he said. We'll be right back.
The suit between you and Mr. Peter Obi based on criminal defamation. Are you ready for this battle? There's no battle at all. This is just a joke. I told people that this is a calculated attempt to gag me, to cow me, to intimidate me, to harass me. I have been a public affairs analyst from 2009. I stand by everything that I said. As a matter of fact, I've not even said it the way it is. The NDC aspirants on daily basis, they keep saying and repeating what they told me publicly. A lot of them are in courts. A lot of them have even gone to magistrate court to institute a criminal complaint from Imo State. And it was NDC that said that Peter Obi and the caucus leaders were the people that organized the primary in Southeast. The aspirants from the Southeast were told to pay 10 million naira and 20 million naira by NDC, led by the caucus leaders in the Southeast, which NDC identified. And I just came here to say what is already out there in the public. And they say you're being defamed. Defamed for what? The Recording said that him and Peter Obi offered Aisha Yusuf the ticket of the House of Representatives so that she will abandon the Senate But the way for that they use the word offer. Section 125, subsection 1A of the Electoral Act makes that bribery and corruption. And I'm just pointing out, exposing what is happening in NDC. And you are telling me defamation. Then the whole idea of defamation has to be redefined.
Your statement.
Look, these people make noise. But I wouldn't tell you what we're going to do. Let them go to Atlantic Ocean. We will meet them there. What's the whole idea of going to Onitsha? You are in Abuja. It was in this studio that I said what I said. I live in Abuja. Everything is here in Abuja. You want to run to Onitsha. That shows the malevolence that they bring to their practice of law.
You don't feel a sense of disloyalty for someone you were this close to?
I worked for Peter Obi 2023. That was a duty. That was a job. And I did it effectively well. And we concluded it. I was on throughout the legal process until it was concluded. So my job was finished. And I still rolled over to be doing things pro bono for him. It was a volunteer job. I did it free of charge. And then, as a public affairs analyst that I have been from 2009, before I ever met Peter Obi, I proceeded with my job. You were one of the earliest interviewers that interviewed me in July 2024 when I said I wasn't speaking for him anymore because he's not decisive. I've seen in him certain qualities that will make him unfit to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I made it public. By then, I had finished my job with him. But in order for the people to know that I am not speaking for him anymore, I made it public. And I went my own way. And I was doing my own job. You know what? He was the one who betrayed me. I talked about ATIKU Abubakar here on this studio much more than I would even talk about Peter Obi. This is somebody I worked for, did everything, stayed in the court for months, and I am free doing my job. And you're running to Onitsha to bring frivolous defamation suit against himself, not me. Who is now the betrayer? Who is disloyal? Assuming without considering I even did something wrong. So that is how he would have treated me.
This is the same Kenneth Okonkwo who has spent his entire time since he started working with ATIKU and start destroying the name of Peter Obi. You can as well work for ATIKU. You can defend ATIKU. You can support ATIKU. You can campaign for ATIKU. But why must you not dedicate your time to ensure that you destroy the integrity of Peter Obi? Now, I want you guys to watch this particular video of Don Azar to explain to you that Kenneth Okonkwo, after ranting, is hiding. He's running here and there so that this lawsuit that Peter Obi serve him now will not get to him. And I want you guys to watch this particular video of Don Azar. We'll be right back.
Okay, the number one now about Kenneth Okonkwo. You know, say the thought say that they look for him. They no meet time for this address. Now Peter Obi's lawyer can't go back to court. See, oh, the guy they hide, we don't know where he do. Now in the class, he may go paste time for the gate. As you can see, they don't go paste time. Oh. Now you go see say Kenneth no say that they look for him. He get no address, a known address. He talk and we'll see the video. Okay. See also no more Tom and Jerry. No, they don't paste and bang. Okay, they know it. But I don't know whether they look for him since he go hide for the back of ATIKU. He go seek refuge for ATIKU's back. Because before now, we also say he said he don't wash hand come off from anything ADC say why they gave Amici the VP slot. He don't retract his statement. We will see everything. As you can see, the 2027 presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, Atiku Abubakar, has appointed ADC chieftain Kenneth Okonkwo as his spokesperson. Now he be this. Waiting Okonkwo call the talk now. He thought say Peter Obi betrayed me. You go see the statement, the video. Atiku saw value in me. You see also? As you can see, he doesn't retract his words now. Somebody was so angry with Atiku the other time say, why you go choose South? Say since how many years now? He will never attain the position of president or DP for this country. They holla. See what he don't talk now after they don't appoint him. I never oppose Amichi's nomination. Kenneth Okonkwo. As you can see, remember ADC. Okonkwo kicks against Amichi's choice as Atiku's running mate. If they talk and say so, they glass close. We think say he did another place, so we don't know say he don't go back to Atiku when Obi they do for it.
But do you know the reason he's angry with Peter Obi? It's simple, because of money. The said house that is living in Abuja, he wants to borrow money, or he wants Peter Obi to be paying his house rent, and Peter Obi said, I cannot. Go and get a place that you know you can be paying, not a place that is bigger than your income. And he said, I think he cried to Atiku, and Atiku helped him to clear the bill. And now he turned and switched the narrative and started campaigning against Peter Obi. But I want you guys to watch how they expose him. We'll be right back.
So you've been talk say that what you tell us last year. Say he asked Peter Obi for house rent money. Say na duplex in rent. And Peter Obi will give him. So they start with flats. So you mean
he wanted money for a flat when he met ATIKU. He talked to ATIKU. ATIKU was sweet, nice, told him he would do. ATIKU still gave him money for a flat. So because why? Yeah, listen. And that's just so for you really to consider what is it that drives Kenneth. What brought trouble between him and us? Penny, money to rent a house. I don't tell Peter to pay me for house rent. Other people who work in the movement came in. People like Kenneth, because he is failure in the in the entertainment industry, he failed. That's why he came to meet us in the political space.
Yeah, he's a very good actor.
Kenneth Okonkwo is a failed entertainment entrepreneur. You don't come and start begging for house rent. Now he begged for that is what got us into this mess. If you must come and do politics, better have a secondary source of income. If you come and jump into the politics and you have no supporting base that sustains you, you will become as challenged as Kenneth Okonkwo is.
Now you listen to what he explained. But now, this particular man came out and said that he thanked God that Peter Obi did not win 2023. If not, he would have, after he won, he might have appointed Kenneth Okonkwo. Kenneth Okonkwo was only trying to use Peter Obi to climb ladder. Immediately he knew that, oh, the money is not flowing. If you understand what he's saying, it's always about money, 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 money. How can you say you don't want to dollarize Naira? Who are you? How can you be stingy? It's always about money. But now I want you guys to listen to what this man said to Kenneth Okonkwo. We'll be right back.
Look at this man, Kenneth Okonkwo. The way he's speaking evil against Peter Obi has made me to go to my archives. And I saw something in my archives, which I will tell you today. Yes. About this Kenneth Okonkwo.
What did you see in your archives when you checked?
Yes. Kenneth Okonkwo cannot be trusted. God loved Peter Obi. If Peter Obi had been declared winner in 2023, he would have made Kenneth Okonkwo to be even in charge of his domestic affairs. And he would have finished Peter Obi. At times, God will deprive you of something for you to live long. Because if he allow you to get that in at that material time, enemies will plenty that you don't know, foes that pretend to be friends. Now, Kenneth Okonkwo, I want to advise him. Anyway, before then, he was very close to my late relation, Francis Agu. They both acted in Living in Bondage. Francis Agu, my relation, my cousin and brother, acted in Chi Million. My brother suddenly developed ill, died under a mysterious circumstance. Up to now, we cannot explain. And Kenneth Okonkwo was his closest friend and associate.
Apologies about that.
No, they were very close. So we don't know what happened, Sha. We are not accusing anybody. Here again, I want Kenneth Okonkwo to go and ask the mother, his mother, who is Chief Samuel Onitiri. Chief Samuel Onitiri, he should go and ask the mother to tell him who is Chief Samuel Onitiri. Look at Kenneth Okonkwo's lips. Does that look like an Enugu man or a patriotic Igbo man? Let me tell you, if the mother is, maybe there's no network for him to contact the mother, or the mother is in abroad, I will mention about 5 people that knows Chief Samuel Onitiri. Some are late, some are still living.
Right, to track back.
I will mention those names so that he will expand and find out about Chief Samuel Onitiri. He is aware of this man. Chief Jim Nwobodo is a living legend that knows Chief Samuel Onitiri. Kenneth Okonkwo cannot be trusted. He's a chameleon of a man. He cannot be trusted. Wherever he will not see any gain, he will leave that place and he will criticize and cast aspersion on people. Such a man cannot be trusted. And that's why you see me, I don't do anything with him because I've known him. We are praying for Peter Obi that he should be careful with that man when they were moving in Labour Party. Everything is coming out now.
All right. I mean, those are your views on the matter, and you're entitled to your views. So
Yes.
it would be nice for you to
He should
provide
go
clarity and more evidence.
Let him go and inquire. It's an assignment. A teacher cannot give assignment to a student and then give expo.
Well, it seems the assignment had indeed been assigned to Kenneth Okonkwo, so we drop it at that.
I want you guys to understand how people are working endlessly to ensure that Peter Obi is not on the ballot. Even the Youth Forum in Imo State came out, Peter Obi, I don't want Peter Obi to be on the ballot because I don't even see him as a politician, he's a baby politician, blah, blah, blah. I want you guys to watch.
So when we are talking of our brother Obi, I don't even want to say anything about Governor Peter Obi because I'm not seeing him as a full-blown politician. He's just a baby politician that is still trying to gather popularity for himself. So the alliance is not a threat. Alliance, we are not seeing it as an alliance. We are seeing it as some people coming together to help our great party to also secure victory come 2027.
Why can't they talk about ATIKU? Why can't they talk about Makinde? Why can't they talk about Showore? Why can't they talk about Babadati Ahmed and the other people that are contesting for this presidency? Why in every gathering of this opposition of politicians is about Peter Obi? Why? It's just a question. Now, I want you guys to watch this particular video with Sheon on how this man said that Peter Obi is their nightmare and the reason why they are talking down on Peter Obi. I want us to watch it together. We'll be right back.
ATIKU and TINUBU are friends. So Kenneth Okonkwo and co are clearly working for TINUBU, and we will ensure that they don't succeed in holding us to ransom.
Are you saying that ATIKU and
they are best of friends. They are business partners. Have you forgotten? We know the whole nation, the whole world knows that TINUBU and ATIKU. Is it because they are deceiving the world about being opposite each other? They are friends. And so ATIKU has shown that he's a transactional politician, and TINUBU is a paymaster, and so can eventually call him aside and say, "My guy, don't worry. How much have you spent? I triple it," and he will go home and rest. So any of them working for ATIKU, including Kenneth Okonkwo, they are all working for TINUBU. And the Nigerian people must know that these people have joined hands with the oppressors.
So when Peter Obi was running mate to ATIKU, he also was working for TINUBU.
Running mate to ATIKU. TINUBU was not on the ballot at that time.
But TINUBU was backing Buhari at the time.
TINUBU was national leader of the APC at that time.
So and there was also no way funding and was behind the APC.
It's a different scenario at that time. At that time, clearly, like I stated, the PDP did the right thing, zoned its ticket to northern Nigeria. So clearly it was two Fulani men that contested. And we chose the best Fulani man against the other Fulani man who brought about what we are facing today, the insecurity that has escalated in our country. It was Buhari sleeping on duty that allowed it to fester. And the current president, TINUBU, has told us that himself and Buhari are same of same, and that he has continued from where he has stopped, where Buhari stopped. And alas, are we surprised to see the state of our country?
But, I mean,
we thought Buhari was going to be the worst president. TINUBU has turned out to be the worst.
Of a truth, ATIKU and Bola Ahmed Tinubu are best of friends. One reason is because both of them are corrupt. And the higher you become corrupt, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will call you. Because those are the people he knows how to work with. I want you guys, before you come for me, point to one person that is not corrupt under this agency. I posted that video before. I post it again. I also add it to this video. I want you guys to watch this. Anyway, before you watch it, I end my video here. I love you guys. God love you more. Until we meet again. Ensure you subscribe if you have not done so. If you do, turn on your notification bell so that you wouldn't miss out on future uploads. Above it all, please like this video, comment your thoughts. I love to read you guys' comments, and also share this video to any of your social media platforms. When you comment, let me know where you are watching from. I love to read it when I see that people is saying, "Oh, I watch for Canada." I say, "My video, they reach Canada." "Oh, I watch for France. I watch for US. I watch for Belgium. I watch for Spain. I watch from Italy. I watch for South Africa." Mobondo, go back to your country. Peace out.
The governors and the ministers are deceiving TINUBU.
Really?
And TINUBU knows. He knows. That is why he doesn't want the election. That is why he wants coronation. If he is so comfortable with 33 governors, with 85% of the National Assembly, he will be drinking juice in his house, and he will not be perturbed about ADC. He will not be disturbed about any political party. He will just, but he is disturbed. That is why he's after ADC.
Such a political strategist, do you think he will watch you people running out of town?
So, is he the firstborn of the Almighty God? What strategies? You arrogate so much. My brother, all tyrants in the world, when confronted, are cowards. Forget the bravado. Forget the boju boju. All like Benge.